Good afternoon, Josh. Welcome to our webinar, Data Rocket for Financial Services.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Josh, I think I've known you for about 3 years now, and thank you for sharing your story with our audience. And I have 3 questions for you today. First, I think it'd be of interest if you can share, as CIO of Camden National Bank, what are your goals and vision for the bank?
Well, what I really try to do with our team is to take it a step beyond normal, what people would think of with technology. You know, we want to provide an infrastructure, set of applications, and a set of support offerings that are above and beyond just what the expectations of IT generally are. I think what we normally see are people spending a lot of time keeping things up and running. We see that as something it's a given. That has to be there. And to do that and go to the next level, we have to start providing insight and assisting the business line in getting what they need in that, whether that's sales or it's just general data sets. And that's what we've really looked to do, is to provide more insight into helping them be better at their jobs. And really that's what I think it will differentiate us from our competitors.
And Josh, going back, I think about a year and a half now, when I think of it, we established our first Data Rocket architecture, the first iteration of that architecture with you. What challenges and opportunities did you see at that time to use data to support the bank's business?
Well, it's ever evolving, and when things change quickly, you can't have an archaic method of pulling things together. You've got to be able to move quickly, and you need a dynamic, it's a layout to be able to make that happen. You have multiple data sets now, disparate data sources, whether they're internal or in the cloud. And the old method of building out a structure and cubes or whatever your flavor is, how do you make that work? And I think what we saw is something that we could implement quickly. We could pull data and build up an infrastructure that could be dynamic. It could shrink if we needed to, it could grow rapidly, provide the resources to get data out quickly, but also have just a pure horsepower to be able to combine all of that and then do it with a structured query language that we're all used to, instead of having to have a highly engineered backend.
And at the end of the day, Josh, what did you do and what impact did it have on the bank in terms of the business?
So we looked at a number of products, everything from a financial perspective, just the traditional banking data warehouses. We looked at platforms outside the financial industry to see if maybe they had something that was a little bit more of our liking. And ultimately, what we came to is products that would grow dynamically with us, offered a reasonable price to get in, and that we could get into quickly, something that we didn't have to wait months or hire a huge engineering staff to build out. When we first came across Snowflake, we knew it was the right product, and we thank your team at Atlas for working with us and getting us up to speed. The Snowflake product allowed us to set up a data warehouse and move data around not only quickly but efficiently, and like I said previously, using just traditional SQL, which most of our on-staff folks are very comfortable with. So it was the right product for us. And then you layer that in with a great ETL tool like Talon, and we were able to connect all of our disparate data sources. It wasn't quite overnight, but it was very rapid. And I think the key is they're all tools that are continuously evolving and getting better. It's we take a look at them regularly, and there's always a new feature set that's making it easier for us to be able to do what we do. And normally when you think about a data warehouse and the build out of that infrastructure, it's a huge team. We definitely leverage your resources, and they were a big help, but we have a very small team, and they were able to put this together and get it out and actually start producing reports and data that our business lines could use. And it's made a big impact for us. I think the biggest thing is just being able to provide insights that are far beyond what normal systems could actually provide. A lot of folks are used to reporting, and they kind of mix up what business intelligence and analytics is versus reporting. So pulling a report, yeah, it's pretty simple. and it's something folks are used to seeing. But when they can start seeing how data can be used for them and how we can leverage data to provide not only insights but actual decision making that's based on data from several different sources, it's a real game changer. So we've been extremely happy with the platform.
Well, Josh, I want to thank you for spending time with us today. Speaking as a customer of Camden National Bank, I'm certainly very satisfied with the bank and its services, and I appreciate your leadership and the partnership we've had over the years. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.